What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be looking at the top 5 options the Lions will have at the 3rd pick in the draft. So let's get right into it. Not talking about players in today's video. I'm not talking about the top 5 options of players, but instead I'm talking about the top 5 options that the Lions have at the 3rd spot in the draft. You probably didn't even know there was 5 options, but I did because I made the list. So let's get started. I already said that. Okay, we're going to start off with the first option, and this is trading up. So currently we sit at the 3rd pick in the draft, and if you want to trade up, obviously you only can go to the 2nd or the 1st. And why would you trade up? Well, for Chase Young or Joe Burrow. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's no other reason to trade up. But those two guys, don't see us getting Joe Burrow, don't see the Bengals giving up the 1st pick, and I see them taking Burrow. So really, your option here would be trying to trade up with the Redskins to go get Chase Young. If they're interested in Chase Young, that's it. That's all you got. That's your trade up option. Now, I will say this, in this video, we're going to be assuming that Chase Young is going to draft just to make it a lot easier. I know he may not, but this makes it so much easier than me just saying, well, he might actually not go in the draft. Let's just assume he goes in the draft so we can make some of these options, okay? The next option would be the Lions staying at number 1 to take a defensive stud, or at number 3, excuse me. If they stay at number 3, they could take a really good defense player that's going to serve an immediate impact, okay? That's why you would stay at 3. Now, possibly some of these guys that I named could fall a lot further than 3 if we don't take them there, right? They could, and I could be wrong. But looking at rankings or how people feel about them or other people's mock drafts, heck, even my mock drafts, this is how I think it would go early in the draft. I think if you want an impact player right away and you don't want to make sure you miss him, because obviously there's more than 3 players here, and there's actually 4 players here. So with that being said, and Chase Young and Joe Burrow could possibly be the first 2, then obviously some people are going to go past 3. But you don't know which one, right? Now, all of these, I guess, are needs because we need a lot of things. But these options for me are Jeff Okudah, the cornerback out of Ohio State, Derek Brown, the defensive tackle out of Auburn, who, to me, seems more and more interesting because, wow, Snack Harrison's talking about retirement. If that happens, you got to go get Derek Brown. Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker, safety, cornerback, whatever he is, out of Clemson, and then finally Jerry Jeudy, which I threw it on here because I know some people think Jerry Jeudy would be a cool pick. I mean, I'm going to throw it on here for respect for you guys, but I really don't want to see us take a wide receiver first. Now, this one's interesting, and T actually brought me onto this one a little bit. I'm kind of thinking that, hey, maybe this is a possibility, and even if it's not staying, but you'll hear it. First off, staying at number 3 to take offensive line help, okay? Now, obviously, this offensive player is not named offensive lineman. You could go get a quarterback at 3. You could get, Jerry Jeudy at 3 most likely, Henry Ruggs. I don't know, whatever you want to do. But I was saying take an offensive lineman. If you guys want to know why you would do that, go watch T's postgame with me. He made a lot of sense there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So the one guy that I think that you would have to grab at 3 if you want an offensive lineman for the Lions and you want to make sure you don't miss out by turning back would be Andrew Thomas, the tackle out of Georgia. And there's no guaranteeing that he won't be there. Tristan Wirfs could be in that other option that could go at number 3, but there's no guarantee they're going to actually be there. They could go at number 2, and then obviously that opens Chase Young if he's in the draft. So Andrew Thomas is that one guy that I think you would have to stay there for. Now, he is a tackle. I think if you got a tackle, you could trade away one of our tackles or Rick Wagner to get him out of here, get something to return, then you got a tackle, and then you can go fill out that guard spot because I think guard is going to be a bigger need. Next up would be trading back for O-line, okay? So kind of like I talked about before, I think guard is going to be a bigger need knowing that Graham Glasgow probably won't be here next season. So this could be a really good option. Trade back, add some picks, get some offensive line help. I like it. The first offensive lineman is Tristan Wirfs, the offensive lineman from Iowa that could go really soon. I really have no idea. Tyler Biadasz? Biades? I have no idea. He's an offensive lineman out of Wisconsin. As we know, Wisconsin's got the big offensive lineman. So boom, he's on here. And Prince Tega Wangho. I think I said that right. That is the offensive lineman out of Penn State. So I think those 3 guys are those potential really good offensive linemen that are going to serve an immediate impact. You could trade back, you get some guard help. I don't know. Those are those 3 guys. Next up would be trading back for defensive help, okay? So a little bit out of order here, but if you trade back for defensive help, I think you would have tons of options, okay? This is a stacked draft. Now, Simmons may be there, maybe not. I mean, obviously, all these guys could be there. You never know. Maybe Okudah falls, maybe Derek Brown falls, and you get lucky and you trade back and you still get an immediate impact player, and you're like, dang, heck, maybe Chase Young falls. No, probably not. Now, here would be your options, most likely, okay, at least in my opinion, if you trade back. Maybe Isaiah Simmons. I won't count on it, though. Grant Delpit, safety out of LSU. AJ Epinesa, defensive end, edge rusher, Iowa. Christian Fulton, cornerback, LSU. Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman, South Carolina, and heck, maybe Kenneth Murray, the linebacker. Okay, now I know some people talk about him going in the second round, but who knows? Maybe you trade back and he goes in the first round. Linebackers aren't easy to find. A lot of teams need them. And then finally, your last option, which is actually kind of like a sixth hidden option, would be trading all of your picks. Look, this is like an Easter egg. You trade all of your picks and you get them for next year to give them to a real GM. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't say this one. Someone else said this in the comments. It made me laugh. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it in there. If you said this comment, let me know in the comments below that you said this comment. And I featured you kind of in this. I don't know your name, but I featured you. So happy birthday. Okay, so there you go. Those are your options that the Lions could possibly have the third pick. Did I miss anything? And let me know which option you would want to do. I don't know. Thank you, Prep, for watching. We're going to have a lot of free agency stuff coming out, so stay tuned. And I'm out.